So in their desperation, that certain Aquaman starlet has decided to double down, going after JD's medical records, forcing a hearing over a list of demands that are absolutely insane. Now you and I, we're going to talk about these today. Buckle up, because this stuff, it is crazy. Interesting times, huh? Interesting times indeed. Oh man, so hey there to all you fine folks on this fine day, by the way. I hope you are doing excellently. And first things first, props to the real Laura B on Twitter. You can see her at, definitely follow her. She is a great source for this material, but she uploaded this today. You see all of these files on the left? These are all the files that pertain to this subject. Plus, you have a hearing date about this coming up February 28th, 2022. You can see just how close this stuff is cutting it to the trial, by the way. Trial popping off in April. I mean, we are talking about right down to the wire. And just to note, this isn't just about confidential information. I mean, that's bad enough. Go out, try to clear your name, have every private thing you've told to a doctor possibly popping up in public records. Yeah, that's bad. But they want things all the way to the present. You can see that mentioned here. JD respectfully submits that the subpoena is overbroad and unreasonably intrudes on private medical information that are protected by the constitutional right to privacy, to patient-physician privilege, and to the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act of 1996, and has no legitimate relationship to the issue in this action. Among other defects, the subpoena goes well beyond any time frame that could plausibly be relevant to this action, since it seeks medical records through and including 2021, despite the fact that the parties' marriage ended 5 years ago in 2016. Again, imagine you go into the courtroom, you want to clear your name because all of this stuff pops up, and every single item that you've ever spoken in confidence, that stuff, it could be used to ruin you. Now, as far as the information being demanded, again, it will not be ruled on until the end of February. So keep that in mind. We don't know all of this will have to be turned over. But what's being asked for here, I find really, really troubling. And I don't just say that as somebody giving you commentary on YouTube. I say this as somebody that has practiced mental health, has diagnosed hundreds to thousands of people, and I've told them that this is HIPAA-related information. This stuff, it will never make it into the public eye. Well, apparently it can if somebody wants to go out and slander you, and well, you try to clear your name. This is what they're asking for, by the way. So number 1 and 2, they deal with deposition points. The first one, it includes any documents that are listed, that includes any timeline or any timetable that you referenced during your deposition, February 22nd, 2021, and they give certain pages for those references. Number 2, it really gets into what they're trying to defend with. This is what they pulled, UK 2020. You knew that this was what they were going to pull now, too. They're going to say substance abuse, that equals a certain type of abuse. And well, here's our proof. All documents related to drug tests ordered by you to be administered to JD 2014, 2015, referenced during your deposition, February 22nd, 2021, and they give specific reference points. And again, this is what happens when you let certain people into your life. They say they want to know. They want to help. Yeah, they want to know because they're going to use that stuff against you. It's a cautionary note. Number 3, unredacted versions of the documents previously produced by you bearing Bates numbers, so they give certain reference numbers. What they want are medical documents. They don't just want certain details. They want every note attached to it. Again, as a practitioner, I find that disturbing. I make quite a few reference notes that are never meant to be seen publicly. They're reference notes that go to the insurance company. They're internal reference notes They're for my eyes and basically to get this thing paid for so we can continue services. Yeah, it's going to be thrown out there for everyone to see if this is allowed. Number 4, unredacted invoices and payment records for all services. So this would spotlight every single time this guy has come up. And look at what the timeline for this is. Performed by you, including any employees or contractors for or related to JD or that certain Aquaman starlet from. Look at that timeline here. This relationship, it ends May 21st, 2016. That's the last time that these folks, they actually see each other before. You know what pops off in May? They want records, again, going all the way to the present. They mention March 2021, almost 5 years later. Yeah, that says plenty, doesn't it? Now, number 5, I find to be especially troubling because you get into diagnostics. Now, the layperson, they don't understand diagnostics whatsoever. In fact, diagnostic categories, they are created so you get paid. They aren't meant to categorize so you can attack somebody repeatedly, but that's what this is meant to do. All documents related to or otherwise supporting your diagnosis of JD for primary dopamine imbalance, ADHD, bipolar 1, depression, insomnia, chronic substance abuse disorder, and or any other medical diagnosis of JD. By the way, I'm sure when they look at contributing factors, if you have any mention of that certain Aquaman starlet, I'm sure they're not going to mention that as contributing to those diagnoses. But I digress. Now, if you think that's overreach, listen to the next few here. In addition to number 6, all documents reflecting all other medical, pharmacological, psychiatric, or psychological testing of JD, including types of tests, results, any notes relating to such testing, all documents related in any manner to the pharmacological effects on JD of the medications prescribed for him, all prescriptions for JD from all pharmaceutical drugs ordered by you at your request, any other drugs prescribed or taken by JD, even if they weren't prescribed by you. And then, they get into the truly confidential. You have number 10, all text messages with JD from your current or any former telephone number. Number 11, all text messages between you or anyone else related to JD or that certain Aquaman starlet from your current or any telephone number. Any communications with JD or his counsel relating in any matter to JD's expert disclosure dated February 16, 2021. So, when you talked about this as an expert, did you talk to his counsel? Well, we want to see that too. So they want everything under the sun. This stuff, it is meant to punish someone for trying to stick up for themselves. But yeah, the court, right? The court that is so reasoning, that protects you from this kind of stuff. Like I said, I find this to be beyond disturbing. But anyway, let me know what you think about this stuff. And as always, appreciate the heck out of you. You make this stuff work. Thank you. Can't say that enough. Want to help out the channel, by the way. Links in the description. Always use your help. But you being here, that is the biggest help of all. So thank you. Appreciate you sincerely. Ending here. See you soon.